Hi, my name's Cameron Carlson with AnimeLocation.tv. I'm here at Colossal 2017 with my good friends Samurai Dan and Miss Jillian. How you doing?
We're doing good.
Miss Jillian? Mrs. Jillian.
Mrs. Jillian.
Mrs. Jillian. We just actually had our 15th wedding anniversary.
Aww.
This weekend. We came here to celebrate.
And have a lot of good time.
Oh yeah, my wife smacked me with a stick for our anniversary.
Are you kidding? We drove for 9 hours in the car for our anniversary. This hitting you with the stick was after. Yes, 15-year beating. I like it.
Thanks.
Because you're professionals, it hurts a little more.
Yeah. You make it sound like I get paid to get beat up. Not in this case.
They keep offering you $20. It's kind of awkward.
Let's not talk about that.
So what's new for you guys over the past year since the last time we saw you at Colossal Con last year?
Well, last year was our 14th wedding anniversary. This is our 15th wedding anniversary. That's new.
That's true. You survived another year.
I won the pool.
Oh, yeah.
When Jill and I started dating, other instructors had a pool going to see how long I would live being married to her. And I bet 15. So I'm a little scared now because 15 years is here and I won the pool and now she might take me out. Yeah. Great. I should have bet 50.
And the other exciting news is that you have a new daughter-in-law. So how's that going?
She's running around the convention. She's been cosplaying all weekend. I think currently she's dressed as a Zula on the beach with an avatar group. She's running around and having a blast.
It's a special treat having a daughter-in-law who named herself Tyrannosaurus Lex. So if you're looking at cosplay groups, that's her, Tyrannosaurus Lex. She has a big head and little arms.
And a temper tantrum violence issue on occasion. She fits in perfect with our family.
So the other question I have for you is, Jillian is a well-renowned use of the compass. If we were to drop Dan off in the middle of the convention center, could he find his way anywhere in it?
That's a loaded question. Number one, there's distractions. There's shiny things and stuff everywhere. And he says I have ADOS, but he's really the one that gets lost easily.
I can follow food smells, though. I'm really good with that. Like a bloodhound for hamburgers. So I could make my way to the cafeteria. I'm not sure I could find my room. Actually, our room is just down the hall from the staff room. So I could find my way back that way. I just track the smells and then I could.
No, except for they keep bringing food out in the hallways, too. You'd get lost in a hurry.
I'd still find food.
Alrighty, what panels that you guys have done this time for this year? I happened to stop in at your one, and you pointed at me and gave me a good chuckle. What was some of your other panels that have been just so wonderful to have this year?
We just came from our ninja sword class. They gave us a room that had way too many people in it, and we were doing reverse grip sword techniques that were ridiculously cool, and the attendees were awesome. I've never had a group of students that were that enthusiastic and still had no breakage. I mean, it was really cool. We did a self-defense class right before that was really neat, and we did our stage show this morning, so we sacrificed a virgin, and volunteer. And that went well. My wife beat me with a sword, and everybody thought it was cute because apparently spousal abuse is funny in Ohio. As long as it's the girl beating up the guy.
They had a lot of people highly enthusiastic yesterday for the history of sharp, shiny, pointy things, and seeing the antique weapons is always something a lot of people enjoy, actually getting a chance to see the real samurai swords versus reproductions and decorations, so that's pretty fun. And a neat part for us. We like sharing things and giving people, it's a chance to see that history in person, and so much of it gets lost, and it's just neat to be able to share it. We get in trouble sometimes from sword collectors that get really angry that we bring the antique weapons out instead of keeping them locked away, but we think it does them a lot more honor to actually let them be shared and appreciated than it does to lock them away. So that's a fun panel for us too.
I like I said, I've been to some of your events, and I enjoy them every time I go to them. So if you could invite a guest into your Cards Against Humanity, who would it be?
Johnny Young Bosch played with us last night.
Yep.
Not that we're allowed to admit that because he wasn't there.
Is this like any
ninja.
Convention guest ever for any thing?
Oh, no.
Nathan Fillion, hands down. Captain Mal is coming to cards. Open invitation.
What about you?
I have a number of porn stars I'd like to invite. Obviously, we're going to have to help them read the cards, but they'll at least know what those words mean.
Oh my God.
There's actually quite a bit that are nerds with inside the community as well that would more than welcome to come join you.
Really? Do you have their numbers?
Well, there's the famous one, April O'Neil. She's a huge nerd.
There's an April O'Neil from the Ninja Turtles.
That's her.
Star?
Yeah.
Those dirty turtles.
She did a whole entire parody of that.
I didn't know that. Wow. See, I've been using the internet for other things like sports scores and swords, and I didn't realize I could have been looking at that stuff. Man.
You can't. I blocked the browser on your computer.
Internet access denied. Can we hear prediction? Okay, sports. Can we hear any predictions about the 3 teams that matter the most in the NFC North?
Packers are going to win the division again.
Yay, Packers!
I do think the Lions are going to come in second again. Everybody has overlooked them the last 3 years. And they made the playoffs last year and might have actually made some noise if Stafford hadn't have injured a finger on his throwing hand. I mean, his stats went way down after that. And granted, they also played tougher teams at the last 3 games, but they were handcuffed, if you will, by his injury. So I do think the Lions are still going to have a good, solid year. Ziggy Ansah should be healthy all year for the defensive line. And I don't know which of the other 2 teams you think matter, because the Vikings and the Bears, neither one of them matter. I have family that lives in Minnesota, and so I have to mock them. And the Bears, they're not real. Are they still considered a professional football team?
They are like the Browns. I'll take knocks at my own city.
Well, Cleveland used to have a football team, but that was the 1950s, which was basically the last time the Lions were relevant, too, I know. So I honestly have no idea what the Vikings are going to do this year, though, because they could actually be really strong and play really well, or they could be a really poor team if they didn't fix the problems with the offensive line. And, frankly, their defense wore down second half of the year. So who knows? I just know Aaron Rodgers is going to roast all of them, so my wife will be happy.
I think so. Alrighty. And are there any upcoming projects you guys want to talk about at this time that fans can check out? I know we still have our books going on. We still have our DVDs going on. Panels going on. What other great things can fans check out that you have available online?
We have a YouTube channel. Go figure. We actually finally got hip and joined is it the 21st century?
Yes.
We joined the 21st century. We have a YouTube channel. It's a little different for anime cons. It's called Cats in Camo, and it is it's a gun review site where I'm a shooting instructor, and so it's actually much more serious than I am normally. I have to bottle it up and kind of control myself. Mostly. But Cats in Camo, we've got a ton of videos out already. It's been out for almost a year now, and there's like 50 different videos out with different guns, going over how to be safe with them and use them correctly, and how to take them apart and put them together and things like that, just in case swords aren't violent enough for you. Hi, welcome to our interview. Come on in. You look great. Hi, so what's your name?
Aaron.
Aaron. Everybody say hi to Aaron.
Hi, Aaron.
Were you with a guy?
Yeah.
No, you don't need him anymore. Go away. We'll get you a better guy. No, you don't have to. I'm just kidding, Hi, I don't know if he actually had questions for you. I just wanted to ruin their interview for him.
Okay.
Hi, John. It's a shout out. We did this once before.
We've done it several times.
I'm gonna slowly back away.
I have that effect
Bye.
on women. I always have. At least she walked away slowly and not running away screaming like my first date in college. Notice even my wife isn't standing next to me anymore. She's like a little bit of distance. Like, I'm not really with him. We've been married for 15 years, but it's still kind of a trial basis. I haven't signed on to renew. Hi, sweetie.
Hi.
Hello.
Alrighty. Is there any message you want to get out to the wonderful fans that are watching right now?
Never agree to an interview with Anime on Location. Or don't walk by me while I'm giving an interview, because I'll make you part of the show.
More than once.
More than once. I just want to share. I don't know, do we have a message? Don't do drugs.
PSA time. Go.
PSA. Public service announcement.
Sorry, I went Palmetto State Armory. I'm like, no, we were talking about guns earlier, but this isn't an appropriate thing. Turn the camera. Ladies and gentlemen, rarely seen in the wild is Vic Mignogna. Now that picture I've seen. Spread the...
Alrighty. Thank you so much for coming out and talking with us, Dan. It's been a wonderful pleasure. Thank you, my friend.
You bet. Thank you, and thanks for having us.